To me, yes.
Okay.
At a discount, probably.
So Jack put in $100 and it's now worth
15 grand.
$15,000. I'm telling him to sell. Dogecoin is an all-time high. No, you know.
There we go.
I'm sorry. Sell doesn't sound like hold to me.
Yeah.
It's a weird spelling of hold.
Yeah. Thanks, Angela. That's what I thought.
What would Elon Musk say? You know what I mean?
Diamond
if
hands,
Elon
you have
Musk
to
was
hold.
sitting on that couch right across from you, would you really look that man in the face and say, I'm going to sell my Dogecoin?
You know what? That's actually a great point. Thank you for raising such
Don't do
a
that.
great point.
So right now, for reference, at the time we're filming this, it's 64 cents. And
Nice.
it's tough for me because I remember us filming a podcast a year ago, almost a year ago, like exactly, almost, where it was trading at 0.034 cents each, and I put $1,000 in it, and that today would be worth, I think it was 150,000, 155,000. Immediately after the podcast was over, I'm like, that's stupid. I sold it.
Oh no!
Immediately afterwards, and I would have
hurts.
turned 1,000 into 150. I would have made like 3 times the amount that this podcast has made over the last year from 60 seconds of a joke in a podcast.
That hurts so bad. I feel like when time travel inevitably gets invented, it's not going to be NASA. It's not going to be some offspring of Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's just going to be someone who's so determined to go back in time and invest in the right crypto and stocks.
I gotta
that they pull this off.
If that existed, then wouldn't we now be like receiving people coming from the future? Like,
Not if they
My
were very
kids or
careful
something?
about it.
Because here's an interesting thing that someone was talking about on Reddit, and the concept was, if you could go back 10 years from now and you would have a choice to go and invest in Bitcoin 10 years ago and you knew what it was going to do, but your future wasn't guaranteed, would you go and take that opportunity? And the top answer was like, absolutely. I would go and I would invest in Bitcoin back then, and I would get to relive like the greatest moments of my life, and I could have all my friends invest with me, and we could all be mega wealthy, and our lives would be great. Imagine this is a movie, though, where somebody today goes back 10 years from now. And somebody today, by the way, who has like an amazing family, they have a happy job they're living in, but they just want like, hey, I want to help out my family and have all this money and be able to help everyone else around me, but they have a loving family. Imagine if they went back. They bought Bitcoin. But somehow by them buying Bitcoin, or like one little action along the way, caused Bitcoin to become worthless. And now all of a sudden, that because they bought Bitcoin, they didn't meet the love of their life. They didn't have their family. They screwed everything up along the way. And not only that, but what they came back in time for is now worthless. Imagine that as a movie. Imagine that. And just the whole, that is
I think
That would hurt
hinting
my
at
feelings.
something. I think he
What?
wants you to make a movie about this. That's
No,
what he's
I just
hinting
thought
at.
that would be such an incredible movie, because it's not what you would expect. You would have to find a way for this to be like, for there to be some sort of happy ending. But
How would you resolve that? I guess he would have
gets the
to
option to
undo
go
it or
back.
something like that.
I don't know, but it
He
just
presses the wait, go back button.
do over button. But no, it's an interesting thing that even if you were able to go back in time for certain things, just you'd make the wrong turn on one street, and maybe because of that someone gets delayed from their job, and because of that they get fired, and because they got fired they started a business that competes with, like, there's just so many different things that I think could happen.